I'm going to say, Ron, this is Nadir. I apologize for intruding. I admit freely that I am a real estate broker. May I speak to you for just 2 minutes and you can time me? Is that okay? Okay. So the purpose of my call is a little bit awkward. It's awkward because I'm calling about something not so pleasant. And I hate to call people and talk to them about unpleasant things. The unpleasant thing is that you went through a lot of trouble. You went through expense probably, inconvenience, and your home didn't sell. Is that correct? Okay. Not a good experience. Was it a good experience? Not a good experience. So, the first good news is, I had nothing to do with it. It's a true story. I don't know you, never showed your home, I had nothing to do with it. Second, I'm really not a listing agent. I'm a selling broker. And so what I would like to do, if you think that this conversation has been productive, come in, talk to you for 20 minutes, and you can time me. And show you a couple of different things that you may or may not have done. If you've already done those, then you have more serious problems that I can help with. On the other hand, if you haven't done those, perhaps we can sell you home. When can I see you? Let me check. No, Ron, I want to see you. I'm eager to meet you. Can't do it tomorrow at 4. Give me another time, please. How about the next day, about 3 o'clock? Is that okay? All right. So the name is Nadir. I'm going to send you an email with my contact information, all the information about you, so you know who I am. Can I have your email address, please? Okay. I'm going to stay on the phone. Are you close to a computer? Okay. So I'm going to stay on the phone. I'm going to send you the email. I want to make sure you get it. I got your correct stuff. You just shoot me a back saying you got it. All right. 30 seconds later, you say, I got it. See you at 3 o'clock. Now, you can use this for things other than cancel listings also. Did you notice some different thing in this call? What was different? Who's going to tell me that?
The way you came across, that it was an uncomfortable situation for them, and the way that you presented that, it made them think, okay, this guy didn't have anything to do with what just happened here. And then you came out in the beginning and you weren't trying to tell them that you already had a buyer.
I'm not going to lie. Hey, you can cut me in 1,000 pieces. I'm not going to lie. That's how you connect with people. You don't insult their intelligence by feeding them crap. You be honest with them, you be respectful, and you tell them exactly. And you ask for a little thing at a time. First, I asked for permission to talk to him. Then I asked for 2 minutes. And I was done in a minute and a half. My 2 minutes are not going to go to 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Never. Because that goes to contradict my authenticity. He cannot believe what I say. So, under 2 minutes. Under promise, over deliver. Then I went for 20 minutes. Okay? So now I have come to see you. We'll keep doing this and then I will engage other people. I come in your door, I'm there as long as I want to be. That's what it really comes down to be honest. I've stayed there for 5 hours.
I mean, I don't apply, I have other stuff that I do. I don't apply, I apply this to business meetings. I've done this for all kinds of things. You have a call, you agree to go in for a short time. You don't make the story, just ask simple questions and ask them politely. Yeah, I'm going to call my wife. Go ahead. You've got phone, you're on my phone. No, you can text. So how about, as a last resort, we make an appointment And then you can check with her and confirm it for me. So when would you like to do that?
5 o'clock
Saturday. Oh, God. Can't do it on Saturday. Can I come in the morning on Saturday?
5 o'clock Sunday.
5 o'clock Sunday? I'll take that. I can do that. Do you understand the importance of that? Little bit at a time. It's like when you date people. You don't walk up to somebody and propose. See somebody, or maybe some people do, I don't know, but see someone on the street and say, hey, let's get married. No, you go up and you say, can I call you? Then can I go for dinner? And so on and so forth. This is the exact same thing. That's how people think and function. What I am explaining is nothing unique or new. We are wired to work that way. We work a little bit at a time. I'll get that deal about 90% of the time. Once they call me, it's done. Because what's left? It's easy to show them what went wrong and what you will do. Okay, questions?
Question?
Yes, please.
2 questions on this scenario. One,
You want to give a mic to him, please?
2 questions. One, when you made the first appointment, shouldn't you have asked for all the decision makers to be there?
In an ideal world, that would be good. I weigh how can I work with one person as opposed to not getting in there ever. It's not a difficult decision. And I personally think that this both decision-making thing is highly overrated in today's world. Maybe it was good a few years ago. Because people have very busy lives. And they have reasons. They divide up responsibilities. Spouses say to each other, you take care of this, and then I'll get involved. I mean, I say this all the time to my wife. We have to do something like that. You set it up. You look into it. And then she's, okay, we are going such a day. Fine. So just because there's a person by themselves doesn't mean that they're not interested. And if I let that person get off the phone, I'm never getting him again, ever. So I want to be in there.
Okay, and the second question is, that the person who had the failed listing, the customer, he's going to ask the question, what are you going to do for me that's different from my previous agent? And what do you answer?
I already answered that question for you. I told him that when I called him. What did I say to him? Very important.
You don't lose yourself.
Huh? I said, good news is, I've got nothing to do with it. Don't know the broker, even if I know him. Don't know the broker. Don't know what happened. That's the good news. Separated. When he talks to me now, all those files, thousands of them that he's got within him, cursing and all kinds of things to broker, they have been put in a different filing cabinet. I did that. It takes one sentence. And you don't have to understand how all that works. You just have to start separating yourself from the others in very small ways. The challenge that we have, I rephrase, the most egregious mistake that we make is that we try to be like everybody else. Actually, we've just covered the next 3 or 4 slides. That's the good news. You have to be unique. You have to be your own person. And you have to separate. So it can happen during a presentation. You know, I know so-and-so, and that's what they did. Guess what I'm going to answer? Oh, don't know him. Don't know what happened. Nothing to do with me. That is, this may sound very simple to you. But I did a program for a bunch of clinical psychologists a while back, and some of them were visibly just blown away with the simplicity of it. Because we take all this information, everybody, you're doing it right now, everybody else is doing it right now. We take information, we take it in, and we file it away. The more deeply involved we are in something, especially if it's negative, the bigger the file, because we take everything else we know about it and we put it in there, and the closer we keep it to us, because it's hurt us. We got a big boo-boo on the inside. True story. Got a big boo-boo on the inside. So we keep it close. And if I have any chance of getting through to that person, the first thing I have to do is to say, hey man, I didn't give you this boo-boo. That's really what I'm saying. I didn't do it. Well, and by the way, you were a little responsible because you did nothing. I'm not going to let you make that mistake. See, what he understands, and ask him, even though he's role-playing, he understood, but when I said that, it's going to be different. Did you get that sense? It's going to be different. Because he's going to be involved, in control. Control is a big thing. I skipped that part in my other presentation. I tell every client of mine, you're in control, you're the boss. I say it all the time, you're in control. So he's in control now. So not only I moved that away, those things don't take a lot. That's not me. I had nothing to do with it. Truth be told, I don't even want to know about it. The reason I won't want to know about it is because I don't want that person to relive it. So that's my close. So let's play the other way and you say, no, I don't think I want to do business with you. That's the big one for me. And I'll say, I respect that. How about the glass of water? When I use your bathroom, I'm getting the hell out of here. So he goes to get a glass of water. What do you think is going out through his mind? Huh?
How long is this minute?
No, that's not going through his mind.
Wonder if I made the right decision.
Do you know what buyer's remorse is? Well, it happens to everybody. At all occasions. It's not really a buyer's remorse, it's a decision-making remorse.
He's there now, and he's thinking about it, saying, did I make the right choice? This guy doesn't seem to care. He's not groveling, because everybody else who's called him has done what? They've groveled. They've begged. They made all kinds of promises. So that's how you're unique. That's how you're different. That's how you're authentic. You made the effort. You went to see him. He said no. He said, fine. To hell with you. Give me my water. I still got that. That's a second kick at the can. You absolutely got that. Because you can still lose it after the water, and now you're in the toilet. Taking 5 minutes. And so you have another shot at it. I'm not there to drink water and go to the bathroom. I want to leave him alone for a few minutes. How do you do that without making it obvious? You can all use this stuff. You don't need any special skills for it. You just need to give up your comfort zone. Remember, we talked about that. You need to be flexible. You need to be willing to look stupid and silly, and you are willing to have somebody laugh at you because you bungled up. Who cares? Because when you get that listing and you get the $15,000 paycheck, you'll be laughing to the bank. So it's not only just for those kinds of calls, you can use it for anything, any type of call that you're on. Be flexible, be brief, ask correct questions, simple questions. In the beginning, write them all down. Don't get into stories. Stay away from, asking all kinds of details. You heard my conversation with the guy who wants to buy an $800,000 house. Every question I asked him, I don't have time, I'll go through it one by one, was a simple question, the answer to which did two things. It reaffirmed that he wants to do business with me, because it keeps telling me the answers to it. And secondly, it was clarifying things. It was binding things in to boxes. So that 600,000 is now at 850. I don't know what's happened to it. But if it's not this, it'll be something else on the weekend. I don't really care. See, that's how you get to that stage where you don't care. Because my buyer isn't going anywhere. See, that was a question a lot of you had in your questionnaires. What do we do? These buyers leave us, they lie to us. You know, when I used to have the mortgage business, we used to hire people, and the first thing I would tell them is, hey, remember one thing. Everybody's going to lie to you. People who work in the office, processors and stuff. Everybody's going to lie to you. Some willingly, some unwittingly, some because, you know, they're ashamed of it or whatever. It's your job to get the truth out. Same thing here. It's your job to get the facts out. And that's how you do them, very simply. So when I say to him, hey, you got your cash here? And he says, well, yeah, it's liquid. Let's go to Vegas. Now, there's a couple of reasons. We can talk about humor, which you have to have if you're going to be successful at selling. But the second is, it tells me a lot about his personality and how he responds and what he says about his wife, and tells me about the... Ask simple questions which appear to be not connected to the conversation. It'll give you information. And that's how you connect with them. You don't say to strangers, let's go to Vegas and have fun. You're friends. So that's my gesture of friendship to him. So when I was role-playing with you about this guy, and I said to you, you know, I'm here and what happened and all that, did you feel any discomfort? So that means that you and I were in rapport. People make a very big thing of rapport because most of them really don't understand what it is. It can be a very complex thing if you are a psychiatrist or a psychologist and you want to, you know, analyze patients and stuff. But in selling, you just have to establish a connection. That's rapport. I established that connection when I called him and I said, you know, I feel sorry. It's kind of an awkward reason for my call. Something not so good happened. I need to talk to you about that. I don't want to do it, but I need to talk to you about it. That's rapport. I feel for you. Hey, I know you got a big boo-boo. I want to come and see it. That's the reason I'm there. That's what that means. I know you got a boo-boo. I want to come and see it. Would you show it to me? He says, yeah. So, little things.